So if you're watching this because you're expecting to see puppy dogs romping behind me, I'm sorry to report that the dogs are inside, cats are outside, so it's just me today. But you could do, as we say, you could do voice, and I'm going to provide something today which I think makes it worthwhile even without the distraction of the dogs. Because chances are, if you're watching this, you're an attorney or have an attorney in your life in some close way. And I don't need to tell you that there are certain characteristics, tendencies, traits that come with people who practice law. They can be quite challenging for the attorney and for those that care about them. And you might say I'm stereotyping, and yeah, I am stereotyping. I'm allowed to stereotype. I was a trial lawyer for 15 years. I know the profession. I work with so many lawyers now. Good people, good lawyers who want to have good lives, who don't want demands of the profession or the characteristics, the traits that got them into the profession, that the profession in turn has kind of cemented in to get in the way. And what are those characteristics? Well, one, we lawyers tend to be analytical. Duh. We have good minds. We like to analyze. That helps. We're critical thinkers. But, you know, that mind, it's our biggest asset. It could be our greatest detriment. It could be our best friend and our worst enemy because we can't shut it off. It goes all the time. Because we're critical thinkers, we tend to be self-critical. And we can often be out of touch with our hearts, right? Because we don't trust our hearts the way we trust our mind. And when you're out of touch with your heart, my God, life becomes gray. It just becomes dull. It becomes like a video game. And, I love working with lawyers because I speak their language. I know what they're doing. And at the same time, my own journey has brought me to the other side of that overly analytical life. And I know that I can use my mind rightly, but I also can be in touch with everything that the heart brings to me. And this is what I want for lawyers as well. So if you have lawyers in your life, and if you are one, have them in your life, whatever, send them my way. I know this sounds like a sales pitch. In a way it is. I do, this is what I do for a living now, mentor attorneys. But I've also do a webinar every Friday. And the webinar, besides whatever topic goes on, it's just an opportunity for lawyers to kind of take it down a little bit. To be able to, because I've attracted a really good group of people. And it keeps growing all the time. And these are lawyers who can come together and can really talk transparently and vulnerably about their lives and do it in a way that doesn't have the pretense and the posturing we normally have in the legal profession. So if there are people in your life, again, they go to my website, davegold.com. It's real simple. It's my name. And, check out the blogs, check out what's going on. And if they want to talk with me, I talk for a half hour for free to see what they're up to. And then it can lead to something else. But also, I would really encourage them to just drop in on one of the free webinars. The feedback that I'm getting and just the opportunity for people to come together, for lawyers to come together and just be real. Just be real with themselves and just be able to take it down, enjoy each other's company, find their fellows, know they're not alone. Because there's such a feeling of isolation that can come when you're in a competitive field like the law, that you can now know that, hey, I'm not alone. That in itself is a diet. So whatever, if this strikes your fancy or you think it might strike the fancy, feel free to send them my way, see what they're doing. There's never going to be a heavy sales pitch. I truly believe that the people that I'm destined to work with and that share my values and share my love of life will find their way to me, and they do find their way to me. And I hope that's you, and I hope it's the people that you love.